from operating activities. When we have a positive value, then that means there has been a net cash inflow from operating activities. And when after all the adjustments made, you have a negative final value, then that means there has been a cash outflow from operating activities. Now we come to the second aspect or second type of activity which is given consideration while preparing the cash flow statement, which are the investing activities. So I have already explained that investing activities are related to the purchase and sale of long-term fixed assets in the business. Now, if you are purchasing an asset, long-term asset, then that will be a cash outflow, while sale of a long-term asset will be a cash inflow. Also, if through this investment you are earning something, then that will be accordingly adjusted under the investing activities of the business. So what you see is uh, under point 2, proceeds from sale of fixed assets, investments in tangible assets. So when the firm is selling these assets, that leads to a cash inflow for the business. However, if there is purchase of similar assets, that would lead to a cash outflow and that will be having a negative value. That is why brackets में आप वो value दोगे when you are calculating this net cash flow. If there's some rental income through the investment you have made, it will be added. If you have invested in shares and debentures of some other company, then that is also classified under the investment activities of the business, and hence that will be shown as a cash inflow because that is a return you are earning from the investment activities. So once you adjust the positives and negatives, if you get a final positive value, then that is your net cash inflow from investing activities, while a negative value would be your cash outflow from investing activities. After that, we come to the final category of activities, which are the financing activities. Financing activities are related to the share capital and debt, equity and debt of the business. So we are talking about the left hand side of the balance sheet, जहाँ पर आप equity, preference, long term borrowings, debentures इन aspects की बात करते हो, that is all non-current liabilities of the business. Now, if there is any change in their composition, then that will result in a cash inflow or outflow from financing activities. So what all can come under this? If you are issuing, if your business is issuing new shares and debentures, it will lead to cash inflow. Any long-term borrowing you are taking from the bank or you are issuing debentures to the public, that also leads to a cash inflow. If you are paying, if your company is paying dividend on the shares already issued, it is a cash outflow. Similarly, आपने लोन लिया बैंक से, उस पर आप इंटरेस्ट पे कर रहे हो, cash outflow. Any repayment of loan, you are returning back the principal amount of loan, that is also a cash outflow. And then redemption of debentures or preference shares. Now, if you have issued debentures और प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स फॉर अ लिमिटेड टाइम ड्यूरेशन, जैसे 5 years के लिए आपने डिबेंचर्स इशू करे एंड एट द एंड ऑफ 5th year you are returning back the principal amount also, then that is a cash outflow for the business. So again, you adjust the positives and negatives, you get the final cash flow from financing activities. So A part आपका operating activities से cash flow निकाल रहा है, B part investing से, and C is for financing activities. Once you have completed these steps, you will get the increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent. So net of all the three activities, that is your financing, investing, and operating activities, will give you the final value of net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent. So I have used A plus B plus C. Here it is 1 plus 2 plus 3. Now if you add the opening cash and cash equivalent to this value, you should get closing value, the closing value of cash and cash equivalent. So which means now this is a सेल्फ इवैल्यूएटरी क्वेश्चन. आपको सॉल्व करके ही पता चल जाएगा कि आपने ये क्वेश्चन करेक्ट करा है या नहीं. At this step, when you add A plus B plus C and then you add the opening balances, you will get the final answer as closing balance. ओपनिंग और क्लोजिंग दोनों आपको अपनी बैलेंस शीट से मिल जाएंगी वैल्यूज, तो आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आपने ये सॉल्यूशन ठीक करा है या नहीं. ओके, सो हाउ दैट टेक्स प्लेस, आई विल टेक अप सम सिंपल क्वेश्चंस फर्स्ट एंड देन विद एडजस्टमेंट क्वेश्चंस, क्योंकि फाइनल पेपर में आपका एडजस्टमेंट के साथ ही आता है क्वेश्चन. But today we'll take up 2 questions without adjustment, so that first the format is totally clear to everyone and then we'll move to a step higher. Also, bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is when banks give short-term lending to the customers who have current account with the bank. तो ऐसी अमाउंट को हम कैश एट बैंक में से माइनस करते हैं. दैट इज ऑल्सो अ कैश इक्विवेलेंट. अगर बैंक आपको कोई शॉर्ट टर्म लोन दे रहा है जिसको कैश क्रेडिट बोलते हैं, ऐसी वैल्यू को भी माइनस करते हैं.
मैम,
हाँ जी, पूछो. यस
yes ma'am. Ma'am, what about ma'am share buybacks? It is
Share
going.
buyback is class when you are buying back your company's shares from the market. तो इसमें आपका कैश आउटफ्लो होगा.
Yes ma'am.
ठीक है, तो वो फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी में आएगा.
Okay, so we have to like subtract it, like we have to treat it like same dividend.
या लाइक पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड,
Okay ma'am.
क्योंकि बायबैक में भी कंपनी पे कर रही है और उसके शेयर्स इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं. ठीक है. ओके,
Okay ma'am.
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? Okay, let's move to first question for the day. So simple question without adjustment. You are having the details before you. Take 5 minutes. First attempt the question, then we'll discuss it. Just focus on these terms. जो फाइनल इनमें एडजस्ट करके वैल्यू आएगी उसमें ओपनिंग ऐड करोगे 10,000 तो आपके पास 12,000 आना चाहिए. इसका मतलब इस लेवल पे जो भी एडजस्टमेंट हो रही है उसका फाइनल रिजल्ट 2,000 आना चाहिए. Only then 2,000 will be added to opening cash balance and you will get the closing cash balance. Okay, so start attempting the question, everyone. Okay, should we start solving the question? I hope most of you would have completed it. Put in the chat box how many of you have completed the question. Only 2 students. What about others? So I am also solving the question. You can have a look. By that time, whosoever is completing, please put in the chat box. We start with net profit before tax. And after that, there is some sale of fixed assets. Okay, that will go in investing activities. We are directly given the decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities. So both will be added. Current assets when they decrease and current liabilities when they increase lead to an increase in cash flow in the business. Okay, I think that is the only.
Ma'am, can you repeat that thing?
Your increase in working capital is deducted while decrease in working capital is added under operating activities. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल क्या होते हैं? आपके डेटर्स और बिल्स रिसीवेबल का टोटल. तो अगर करंट एसेट्स कम होते हैं, इसका मतलब वर्किंग कैपिटल भी कम होता है. वर्किंग कैपिटल इज करंट एसेट माइनस
Current
करंट
liabilities.
लाइबिलिटी. ठीक है. तो अगर करंट एसेट कम हो रहा है, करंट लाइबिलिटी ज्यादा हो रहा है, तो आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल नेगेटिव में आएगा. उसकी वैल्यू कम होगी, उसको हम ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटीज में ऐड करते हैं. ऑन दी अदर हैंड, अगर करंट एसेट्स इंक्रीज होते हैं, करंट लाइबिलिटीज कम होती हैं, तो आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल भी क्या होता है? इंक्रीज होता है. दैट इज डिडक्टेड इन ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटीज जो हमने फॉर्मेट करा है. So both values here are added and you get your first element. इसको 1 ही लिख लेते हैं जैसे फॉर्मेट में लिखा हुआ था. You are getting a cash inflow from operating activities and this value is 32,000. Whenever there is a doubt, you can stop me in between. I'll explain that to you. At the next step, we calculate cash flow from investing activities. For that, I believe there's only one entry, sale of fixed, and that too you are having this value as 20,000. So for अंडरस्टैंडिंग पर्पसेस, ताकि कंफ्यूजन ना हो, आप जो इंटरनली वैल्यूज एडजस्ट कर रहे हो बिफोर कैलकुलेटिंग द फाइनल वैल्यू, वो आप इंटरनल कॉलम में लिख दो. तो 5,000 और 7,000 मैं इंटरनल में लिख रही हूँ, ताकि आप एक ही बारी सिर्फ 12,000 बाहर लिखो, एंड देन यू कैन राइट डाउन 32,000 हेयर एज द फाइनल वैल्यू. तो इसमें थोड़ा सा प्रेजेंटेशन बेटर हो जाती है, और फायदा ये होता है कि जब आप प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो फाइनली, तो इवैल्यूएटर को भी क्लियरली दिख रहा है कि कहाँ पे कौन सी वैल्यू कौन सी एक्टिविटी से रिलेटेड है. तो इंटरनल कॉलम में पहले लिख लो इसको, इनर कॉलम में लिख लो. सो अगेन यू हैव अ कैश इनफ्लो फ्रॉम investing activities and that value is 2,000. ओके, उसके आगे हमने पॉइंट 2 बना दिया है, एंड लास्ट पॉइंटर is for financing activities.
Ma'am, it's
हाँ जी,
20,000. Sale of fixed assets is
ओके
20,000.
20 है. एक मिनट बेटा, मैं ठीक कर लेती हूँ. ओके, थैंक यू. So after that, under financing activities, again you are given one value, which is redemption of debentures. Now this is a cash outflow. So we will write this value in brackets, redemption of debentures, and this will be minus 50,000. Okay, so now you will write your point 3 will be written as cash outflow from financing activities, and this value will be 50,000. So now we have calculated all the 3 activities with their inflow and respective outflows. Now you get net. So you can check, you are basically getting a net increase in cash and cash equivalent. This is how it is written in the format, and this is 1 plus 2 plus 3. So you get a value of 2,000. इसको पॉइंट डी बना लेते हैं, प्लस ओपनिंग कैश, एंड ओपनिंग कैश दिया हुआ बैलेंस आपको 10,000, एंड नाउ फाइनली you get the closing cash balance, which is given to you as 12,000, and it is being verified here also. Okay, so this completes your solution to the cash flow statement. Any doubt, any question in this, you can ask. I hope this is clear to everyone. So let's move to one last question. Yes, Simran, हाँ जी बोलो.
कैश आउटफ्लो डिडक्ट हुआ है ना?
नहीं बेटा, कैश आउटफ्लो कहाँ पे? अच्छा, टोटल करते हुए. हाँ जी,
यस, ओके.
नेगेटिव वैल्यू है ना, बाकी दोनों पॉजिटिव है. Okay, let's move to the next question. So again, This is a question without adjustment. Certain things need to be kept in mind. Here करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट में मार्केटेबल सिक्योरिटीज दी हुई हैं क्लास. मार्केटेबल सिक्योरिटी इज अ कैश इक्विवेलेंट. This I explained you. We had discussed this. So marketable securities, जो हम बात कर रहे थे कि स्टॉक मार्केट में जो सिक्योरिटीज हैं, they can be easily converted into cash at a short notice. So it is cash equivalent. So you're not taking it under current assets. ये लास्ट में ही आप ओपनिंग कैश बैलेंस के टाइम पर इसको एडजस्ट करोगे. Okay, now take 5 minutes, start solving. Let me know once you are done in the chat box so that if there's any confusion, we'll solve this question.